What do you do in Exfilzone if you can't survive? You have to learn how to play the game. In today's video, we're going to address how you can use tactics and different things that you can do to get better at the game, whether you're playing solo or in a group or anything like that. I had a comment on a recent video that asked if I could make a video on how to get better at the game because the person that commented keeps dying. It happens. It happens to everybody. It happens to me. But there are a few things that we can do to make our chances a little bit better. All right, man, I want to preface this video starting off by giving a huge shout out to today's partner on the channel, VR Tactical Gear, for this amazing gun stock that they sent over. I talked to Brett, the CEO over there at VR Tactical Gear, man. This is the Armory R1 gun stock, and it is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely premium feel. Everything is injection molded, not 3D printed. And god dang it if it don't feel good. Brett, huge thank you and shout out to you, my friend. This gun stock is amazing. I'm locked in right now. So, the first thing that I want to talk about in this game, if you want to try to get better at Exfilzone, is that your aim has to be on point if you are going to be taking fights. If you just want to skirt the edge of the map, you know what I mean? If we're just skirting the edge of the map, it's probably not as big of a deal. But the problem is that one of the things that you need to do to be able to compete is you need to be doing tasks, right? You need to level up your traders to trust levels 4, 5, max, whatever the heck, so you can buy the best guns and ammo so you can compete with the best players in the game or other players that just have better stuff than you. Not saying that you can't compete if you have the lowest tier stuff. It's still possible, and we'll go over that too. But the very first thing we want to discuss is to do these tasks. Now, the first tasks start off super easy. They start getting a little harder later on. It is what it is, but make sure you're always trying to do tasks so you can continue to level up your traders. The higher they go, the better stuff you can buy. If you want a cheaty way to get your traders to rep 2 instantly, buy the DLC, man. Is it pay to win? I don't think so. I did a whole video proving that I could take a level 1 AK and dumpster pay to win players, and I did that. So it's possible to do, but if you buy the $14.99 DLC, you automatically get all your traders up to level 2, except for Johnny, because he's a dick. But yeah, you can do that. Some of us have real jobs, man. You know, we have to go touch grass. We're forced to go touch grass. I can't play as much as, you know, the first level 50 in the world or some of these streamers and creators out here, man. I just can't. So I bought the $14.99 DLC. You can also buy the $9.99 DLC and get the stuff for it that stacks. The more money you have, the better off you're gonna be. Speaking of money, always make sure you are scav running, okay? Scav running is a great way to make money. Probably one of the best ways to make money if you don't think that you're that great at the game. It is essentially a free character, if you've ever seen or played Tarkov, where you can go in for free. It costs you nothing. You get a basic scav kit and a bag, and you can scavenge, and whatever you get, you can bring out and sell right here to make some money. You can check out the Scav series on this channel where I play as a scav to see how much money we can make. It'll be up here later on, as well as if you want to check out the Armory R1 gun stock, go down to the link down in the description down below. Get 10% off with code CAT, baby. Let's go. So, I hear you saying, Cat, how do you improve your aim? My brother in Christ, let me tell you. First things first, I'm the realist. Second thing is, if you buy that DLC, you get access to the firing range. If you don't, you have to do some quests to go get it. Either way, make sure you unlock the firing range, and when you pop in for a session, whether it's 20, 30 minutes, an hour, it doesn't matter. Let's just make sure that we are coming in here when we start. We're locked, rocked, and cocked, and we're just gonna take a few pot shots. The firing range just really helps you warm up, man. It's super good. It's super nice. Another cool thing about the firing range that I would recommend that you do is if you're having trouble in-game. Let's say you're in-game and you're firing off at a guy and you hit him 50 times because sometimes ballistics in this game are trash and you don't kill him. What can you do? Well, you can come in here to all these stupid dummies and you can go, okay, well, let's see here, man. Let's see. The guy that killed me had a Ronin on, okay? And he also had, let's also just say that he had like an IMTV. You can come in here and you can check ballistics on how much or how many shots of what ammo you were using. So let's just say you were in here at MK318 and you came across one of these doofuses, okay? Let's see how we're gonna be performing here versus this armor. Okay, and I'm just going to take a couple shots at the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. On the 15th shot is where the armor finally broke with MK318. That's why ballistics seems so screwy, right? Armor is super, super important in this game. Let's take a look at the helmet. What if you shot him in the face? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it didn't kill him. 4 to 5 shots to the head if they have a Ronin on. Okay, good to know. Good information to know. So always make sure to use this. Next thing we want to talk about is the leg meta, because it is called the leg meta for a reason, right? Let's say I come up to this guy and I'm spraying him in the chest. I'm nearly empty on that, man. This is a 30-round mag, right? So if we fill that up, but let's just say you go for the legs. You ignore the armor completely. How damage works in this game is as soon as you black out a limb, that damage translates to other areas of the body. If your chest is blacked out or your head is blacked out and you take a point of damage, you die. Plain and simple. So what if you want better aim, man? You can come in here and you can, you know, mess around with the firing range. I always come to the firing range for a little bit and just click heads for a bit till I feel like I'm kind of on point, you know what I mean? But if you're like me and you're an older player, then you need to be able to kind of aim a little bit better, right? I can't freehand, man. If I try to freehand, man, I'm all over the place. I'm super shaky. I just can't do it. The good thing about a gun stock is that it locks your aim in to be really, really smooth. And another tip, with a gun stock, you can play standing up, but I prefer to play seated. Now, this is a controversial topic because, of course, you know, people are going to say standing is better. I know Chaosity plays standing, and she says that it's the best thing ever. And, you know, I would agree with that. But one thing is that I like to take a lot of long-range fights. When I'm taking a long-range fight and I'm sitting in my chair here, I could still move around, you know what I mean? But if I see a guy 200 meters out, I can take my elbow, boop, I'm on my armrest right now. And now I'm leaning. And now I have a super, super, super steady shot that I can take at those long-range doofuses. That's what I like to do. For settings, I don't think there's anything crazy. I always make sure that SSAO is turned to low because then it introduces a bunch of like distortion and stuff like that. So I always like to make sure that that's on low. When we come here, if you're playing seated, you want to calibrate your height. I don't use virtual gun stock. I use a physical gun stock. Now, if you have a gun stock or you go buy one from VR Tactical Gear in the link in the description down below with 10% off using code CAT, you can't calibrate in here because you have to go to the VR, which I think is the VR. You have to go to the BR, which I think is super stupid. I have virtual crouching turned on, of course, because I ain't gonna crouch in real life, man. I'm an old man, okay? But, so let's say you want to calibrate a gun stock that you just got. You're gonna have to go to switch mode and switch to the BR. So now if we go to settings and we go up to control, now we can calibrate, right? So we know that there's an AKM 416, XM5. We know all this stuff is in the game, so you just grab these one at a time, hit recalibrate, take your hold hand and put it up to the gun stock where you're going to be resting it, find that sweet spot, and then hit the 2 triggers. Bang, it's calibrated. That's basically what I have for mental outside of what you would find in a game. So I'm going to find a weapon, we're gonna pop into a raid, and we're gonna try to talk through some things as I play. I might die, I might not, I don't know, but we're gonna see what we can do here and just kind of go over some stuff today, man. All right, so we spawn at the old free vault, which means I'm gonna run check that out right now. Another thing that you need to do, or try to do, is learn the dang spawns, man. As soon as you learn spawns, man, you are so set, brother. You are so set if you can learn the spawns. I know that people can spawn over there. I know people can spawn over there. I know people can spawn over there. I know people can spawn up a yellow house over there. It's always important to know where potential enemies could be coming from. So we could have people rushing up on us here. Everybody wants the free vault. Okay? Multiples, multiples, multiples. Someone's running up on us right now. Didn't have nothing for us. Okay, we got some M995 out of that safe. I ain't gonna lie, I played like a real dick on that guy, man. Yeah, we gotta get the hell out of here. Somebody could be right around here, man. There's a high value spawn over here we're gonna check out real quick. Permitted there ain't no doofus there already. Someone might be in the medical, actually. There is. Didn't have a good shot on him. Got him. Clean. Clean. We'll go scope him out in a sec. Just water. Damn, just water. Okay. Let's go see what goodies this guy have for us, should we? Oh, my poor little guy. Oh, no. He didn't know. Always use your safety container. There's a prime example. Videotapes for a mission. Oh, that's a quest item, I think. Okay. Now we want to check some high value spawns. Not that we have a lot of space, but we do have our safety container. So we're gonna run up here to the old villa, which people could spawn up here. So we want to be cognizant. You know what I mean? I don't even know what that means. We might end up getting 2 missions done here if we play it safe. Play our cards right. I didn't know I was on that mission, to be honest. Private clinic. Scavs here, good news. There's a high value spawn on this fountain sometimes. Not today, it looks like. Yeah, we always want to be checking high values just in case we die. Then the loss isn't as bad. You know what I mean? That's the point. Bop. Into the safety container it goes. We're fully safe in the safety container. Go ahead and take a brand new phone too. Let's take time to field load a mag. Okay? One thing that this game does right over the other game in the space is lets you field load, which is immaculate. So you can grab a deal of ammo, pop it there, and throw it into a mag. It's a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing. This video might be a little longer, man. I'm trying to walk through my thought process as I'm playing. Go ahead and pop these scavs off. Pause. It's been pretty quiet after those first initial kills. Okay, here's another high value spawn right here. Well, figure. 25K, they consider it high value. Okay, now we're gonna take a second to field load another mag. Well, not field load it, but refill. And we're gonna use some of this M995. Very expensive, very good ammo. That's a goddamn airdrop, ain't it? Okay, I suppose this could be a pretty decent, like, a decent little teaching moment, right? You see that thing, and you immediately want to go for that, don't you? Tell me. I know when I'm right. Here's the thing. We ain't gonna. Because all the other Brad's, Dads, and Chads, Taylor Swift reference, thank you, are going to be going for that drop. Now, if I have my squad on, we had nothing better to do, you know, we're just trying to kit up in PvP and stuff, that would be a different story. If you're having a hard time surviving in the game as it is, I would probably not go for that, okay? That's bad news bears. So why was there just a gun there? Why is there a rando battery here, man? Okay. I know where I gotta go for these. What? God damn it, man. Y'all gonna give me away to the goddamn circus? Okay. Right here's one. I mean, I almost feel like we should check here real quick. All the scavs around kind of makes me feel a little bit safer, yeah? Okay. Get a little nice come up here. You can't smell nothing because you're a punk. Slide. Drop the cam. Come out. Hit him. Camera. Go. See what I mean? Okay, we're gonna go place this and then we're gonna come right back. One very important thing I would say is positioning. Positioning is very super vital in this game. You always want to be kind of like when I was talking in the beginning about potential spawns. You want to learn the spawns and figure out where the potential spawns are. The reason is so you know where other people might be at all times. Now, the further that you go into a raid, the harder that becomes, right? The harder it gets to know where everybody is, especially if nobody's shooting. Go ahead and take our boy out. for a nice seafood dinner. Come here. Mission complete that. Now we might as well, while we're here, since there's scavs, take a look. That's another thing. If there's scavs around, there's likely not players, because you would feel like scavs would be shooting at people. So it's pretty safe to assume at that moment in time, damn it, that nobody's around. Okay, there should be a high value in the back. No, I am not, bro. Nice, it stayed. Oh. Oh. You always kind of know when it's time to go, man. You know? I need this tape out for another mission. We're sitting okay. We're doing okay. We got 2 missions done. Got some PvP in. Made some money. And now it's time to goddamn go. So we're gonna act like 2 trailer park girls, go round the outside over there to the motel extract while scanning the horizon still, making sure we're okay. I could have went upstairs in office building, but I was getting a little nervous, so you always kind of just have to play based on how you're feeling. If you're super confident, stick around and loot. If you're not, maybe it's time to get the hell out of wherever you're at. This gun stock feeling pretty good, man. Shout out to VR tactical gear, dude. Man, the Armory R1 gun stock, dude. Injection molded. Whew. It's beautiful, man. It looks nice, it feels nice. And I just can't thank y'all enough. Like again, I said this in the ProTube VR partnership video as well, but like honestly, it's because of the people that watch the videos and they keep coming back and watching the videos, you know what I mean? It's because of y'all that I get to do stuff like this, you know? During the week I go do my day job, and then I come home on the weekend and I get to do some fun stuff with a really cool gun stock at some of the coolest companies in VR, bro, and that's amazing to me. So again, thank you. And we just go. We sit by this little green smoke. And we go, baby. Okay. And we're out just like that. 4K, almost 5K XP. 19 kills, man. Yo, YY26B12 AZT. What is that name, man? Adrian Penna? Good game, man. And all these scavs, bro. That was a nice head tap on my poor young man over there. You know what I mean? Nice head tap on my poor young man over there. Tasks. Okay, we got surveillance done. 2 of 3 videotapes submitted. Private clinic. I didn't get to make as much money as I would have liked, but we got some missions done. So that's always good. It's always good to have money. An extra 30 points for her. Beautiful. Okay, we can get this now. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Now we can go ahead and enjoy our win and make our little tiny bit of money. 10 items, 222K. Bang, bang. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Patrolling every corner from the mountain.